We're Trent Allie, and today is the day. Oh boy.
It's gonna be a long day.
We're doing it all. Insulation, drywall.
Did you see that?
And even,
BAM! We have a meter!
after a lull in materials, we are flying today.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah, baby!
But everybody warned us, and in the back of our minds, we're wondering, does this make us crazy?
I'm new to talking, sorry.
This deck is starting to be so nice and functional. I'm loving it. Last night we had dinner out here and we were playing some golf on that little chipping pad, that practice pad that Trent bought a while ago. And we were playing who could get the most balls chipped into one little net. And so I won, which was unbelievable, unprecedented, will probably never happen again. But I'm super happy that it happened at all, because what I win is an umbrella for the deck. We've been talking about this for a long time, and we've always thought, no, an umbrella up here or any type of awning or shade system right now is gonna be in the way. We have to do siding, we still have a lot of construction to do, but at the same time, we wanna hang out on the deck during the day and during the evenings and have dinner and maybe coffee out here, and the sun is just brutal. But in the shade, it's absolutely the perfect temperature, and a foldable, collapsible umbrella would be perfect up here. So it will happen today when we go to Home Depot to pick up drywall. We're also gonna check out some umbrellas because I won. And those were the rules. So even if it's gonna be a little bit in the way, it probably won't be crazy in the way. And the benefits that we gain from having a little shade will be totally worth it. So I'm very excited about that. And in the meantime, I'm just waiting for these guys to finish up so we can get going.
Come pick me up 'cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try when she left me, yeah.
So while you guys have been working, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've just had a lot of time to myself to ponder over the possibility of figuring out the baby's sex. Because it's mostly just really frustrating to me that the blood work is already done and the sex is already known by someone. The doctor has this information. If we had to wait until 20 weeks and find out on an ultrasound, it would be a totally different story and I wouldn't care. But the fact that like this information is already known and accessible to me is driving me crazy.
That's just a really long-winded version of Allie has no patience.
I have no chill.
Allie has no patience. I'm just super patient. I'm like, let's just wait and we'll find out when we find out. And Allie, every day, is coming up with a new scheme of how or why we need to know the sex right now.
I mean, come on.
We don't need to know. We can wait.
If you guys think we should find out sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments what you think.
We're driving down the boulevard, cruising with the windows down, feeling like we run this town. Your song is on the radio, the one you always like, the one that always gets you psyched. We've been drinking all the cheap wine all night, acting stupid but it feels so right.
Made me really happy to have this checked off the list.
I feel like that's the theme on this entire house. Us saying, oh, I didn't realize this would be so extensive on every single project we do. There's a little bit of overlappage going on. Twisty angles, mildly twisted angles. But like you said, Trent, it really just adds character to the house.
A lot of character. This is a character house.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a hair out of square.
It's
it
just
wouldn't be
a hair
better
out
if
of
it
square.
wasn't, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye. Yay! We're getting our permanent power installed, switched over from the temporary meter to our permanent meter in less than 1 hour. Can you believe that? Did I do good or
How
what?
did you do that?
So they told us 7 to 10 days. Our inspection was over 3 weeks ago, and Trent has been calling and trying to figure out why it's been taking so long, and they're really busy. It's building season, and these guys are just super delayed. So I called this morning, I got transferred over to a supervisor, and they said, okay, we're gonna make it happen today. So hopefully that means by the end of the day, there's no more temporary power at all.
Allie just had to flex her Karen muscles and really get what she wanted. So
No
that's why I
disrespect to any Karens.
that's why I had her call, because I've called this guy like 3 times, and the last time I left him a voicemail and he never even called me back, and that's been like 4 days ago. So needless to say, I was starting to get upset. So I'm glad Allie called and got everything sorted away, and hopefully by tonight we'll be able to like power the furnace on and circulate air and like have power in the house and not be on temporary power. And I guess we'll see if all the stuff I hooked up even works. This one last piece on the corner has to go on, and then we're done.
We started this house with, I want to build it because I know that it'll be perfect and it's my house, so I'll care the most. And we're ending it with, it's pretty good.
Hey, most guys end it with, it's pretty good. Most guys end it with, that's as good as it's getting.
Good enough. How's that?
Could be better, could be worse.
Only person that'll ever know is me, is what most people are saying. Yeah, it could be better, it could be worse, and I'm happy with it. I guess the only thing we have left to do now is clean up this mess back here and head to Home Depot.
Oh, look at that! What perfect timing. We're literally just about to leave for Home Depot, and these guys just got here.
How you doing?
Good, how are you guys?
Good.
Good.
We're so happy to see you.
I got some really nice like high-end like mudding and taping equipment, and if we're very vigilant and very good at it, or spend a lot of time trying to be good at it, there should be minimal sanding when we're done, and I'm probably just gonna eat those words later.
As
but
long as it's not a case of let's make it perfect and then, okay, this is good enough.
that's this whole house. This whole house is like that. Why would we stop at drywall?
So many of you have been trying to tell us, just hire out drywall, at least hire out taping and mudding. And honestly, like, I would if we could, but everything is so backed out, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And the prices to hire out labor to do that is unbelievable. So at this point, even if it takes us a long time, it's still way cheaper. And like Trent says, he's gonna not be rushing and he's gonna do a phenomenal job, fingers crossed.
Except for my pregnant wife is yelling at me every day that we're not gonna be into the house by November.
Hey,
so
someone's gotta keep the pressure on.
I cannot take my time and do things nice. I have to say, yep, it's good enough, let's move on to the next thing.
Hopefully we can figure this out and it all goes okay.
I wonder where you are. I wonder what you're doing now and how you are. I know it's been so long, but I remember everything just like it
All right, you get your umbrella.
Woo! Very excited.
Love, it doesn't come by itself so easily. The love you have got to give to get, you see. I know it's been some time.
All right, so we made it back to the house. Everything is intact. We got the trailer up here, no problem. Thanks to the 4Runner, did a great job. And Allie had to tend to some things in the trailer with the dog, so you guys didn't get to see it, but we had a heck of a time getting the first set of sheetrock down into the basement. And the rest of it's just going into the front room. I'm not taking anything else downstairs until we absolutely need it. So the last of the 5/8 is right here. It's the really heavy stuff. Oh, we're gonna take this into the front room, then we're gonna start doing the 10-foot sheets.
These guys are doing an incredible job of unloading very delicate and very heavy drywall, and I am going to take on the as important job of clearing the deck and preparing the area for our new lounge zone and the umbrella. All right, what percentage of the house will this cover?
0.
Not much.
Less than 1%.
Oh my gosh.
This is basically, I think it's even a few sheets short of being able to do under the stairs and the stairwell. But it's getting close, like maybe 80% of that. And by the time we're done hanging all that drywall, we'll go back and get another load and everything will be fine.
That was 16 sheets of drywall, and you think for the entire house we need
Like 120.
50? 120.
Yeah.
Cool.
Our meter's in,
Okay.
our power's hot, the trailer's not connected, which means I'm probably gonna have to jump it with the tractor again. Let's go see what kind of a mess we got on our hands.
And then we'll set up the umbrella.
These guys were supposed to disconnect our temporary power pedestal, move the meter from the temporary pedestal to the main meter, get everything live and connected, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Bam! We have a meter! I'm so excited. It looks really good. So I'm used to working on the panel where like every breaker controls that circuit, and this breaker, or this 20 amp breaker goes to just this circuit, just this GFI box right here, which we're gonna plug Terry into so that Terry has power. And I flipped that breaker on and I plugged it in, and the GFI had no power, and that's because the main breaker, which is this big 4 breaker guy right here, was not on. And oh, now it's on. Now we can really get electrocuted.
You gotta be careful.
Still not working. All right, so there's a couple things that could be going on here. We could have a problem with our little GFI box, and that's likely. I don't know what's going on there. Or we could have a problem with everything we've done so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this guy on. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Nothing happened.
Well, it didn't pop, so let's go in the house and see if we can get some other breakers to turn on. It's been a while, Mr. Panel.
Your best friend.
My best friend. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Careful.
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah, baby!
Oh, that's so cool.
And all the breakers are in.
Yes!
Just
Oh
killed
my
7 birds with 1 stone. Wait a second. Dun, da, da, da. The furnace is on.
Are those joyful screams?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, baby.
Sick.
We're so happy.
And then
Hanika.
that is right here, I think. Yeah!
Say that.
What happened?
That little light.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
How cool is
Okay,
that?
turn them all on, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It is really good news that at least everything in the house seems to be working well. We haven't tried every single breaker yet, so I don't know if the two that we were having problems with earlier are still going to be giving us problems, but the fact that everything is plugged into the panel, all the breakers are in, and it hasn't tripped the main panel is a really good sign. So hopefully whatever was the issue has dried out or readjusted itself and is now totally fine. The only thing I'm pretty concerned about is we need to have power to Terry. And if this other GFI plug doesn't work on the main panel, I have no idea what we're gonna do.
All right, baby.
Cool.
We got a plug connected. Let's head up to the trailer, get her plugged in, and make sure we can run the air conditioning unit because it has been getting really, really hot up here. I'm new to talking, sorry. Oh yeah! 123 volts! We got all the exterior foam done. We got 5% of the sheetrock picked up and brought back to the house. It's in the house, ready to start being installed. And we got our permanent power.
Yay!
All I need to do now is get some of the exterior outlets working so that I can plug a Traeger in and we can be... Oh, the umbrella. We gotta go do the umbrella.
I know that electrical is a huge deal. Getting the siding foam done is a huge deal, but I am 100% more excited about this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ah! Oh my goodness. Look how much shade there is. There's a table, there's lattes, there's like a plant.
There's not nearly as much wind.
There's no wind.
Allie would be so excited about this.
Definitely my favorite part of the build so far.
It turned out to be an amazing day.
Yeah, really did. So we don't get dressed up very often, but tonight is a special night. It's actually our 1-year wedding anniversary. So we're getting a little dressed up. We're going out to a fancy dinner, and I'm breaking out my Saludos. And Saludos is the sponsor of today's video. Saludos is known for their incredibly comfy, feel-good, planet-friendly shoes that bring a bit of joy to your everyday adventures. They can be dressed up or down, they're comfy all day long, and come in all different styles and colors. The Venetian Mule is certified by the Leather Working Group, the world's largest leather sustainability program, and it's my go-to slip-on for summer evenings in town. The Bluebonnet Espadrille is timeless, with a flexible rubber sole for comfort and an upper fabric made from an eco-friendly blend of sustainable materials. They even have shoes for men. I think we've earned ourselves a little date night, and thank you to Saludos for completing my outfit. If you want to check them out, click our link in the description and you'll actually get $20 off and free shipping on orders over $75. Thanks again to Saludos for sponsoring today's video. We're gonna go to dinner. We'll see you guys in the morning.
What's up, guys? It is a nice, relaxing morning today. We are out here enjoying our new umbrella, which was insisted upon by my wife. Having a nice bowl of cereal and a cup of coffee out here.
We're still trying to figure out the shade. I don't know if you can tell. Now I'm in the sun, now I'm in the shade. So we need to readjust the umbrella placement.
It's more of a midday umbrella. It's not an evening or a morning umbrella because it like levels itself. It has like a little hinge, but you can't like position it to be angled with the sun. So It's just a big waste.
I love it. I think it's incredible, and I'm so happy that we have this. And this morning, we're enjoying our coffee and some cereal. Outside, it's already 65 degrees and sunny. It's gonna be a good day.
It's crazy the little things that women find so important, huh? Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Today is the day. Now, we did see in a lot of comments in one of our recent videos that a lot of people think we should take the Lazy Susan cabinet, the corner cabinet, back up the stairs because we barely got it down the stairs, and once we add sheetrock to those walls, that Lazy Susan could just end up living in the basement. Who knows? So we'll probably end up taking that upstairs, but today we're not gonna do that. Today we're actually gonna go under, all the way down to the very bottom under the stairs, and we're gonna start hanging drywall, baby.
Yay!
I'm super excited.
Trent, this looks like your surgeon's scalpel set.
That is my surgeon scalpel set. Drywall surgeon.
All right, we're prepped, we're organized, we've rearranged a little bit and gotten everything ready, and we are about to make our very first cut to hang our first ever piece of drywall.
This is a special drill made just for drywall. I have no idea how it works, but I think we're gonna find out. Oh! What do you know?
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a long day. Here goes nothing. Let's see if it even fits first.
Attempt number 1. Oh my God.
Please work. What's wrong with this drywall gun? Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's like a pro did it. Bam!
Oh my gosh.
Perfectly inset. Just need a little teeny bit of mud. Sand that puppy down. Yeah, we hired people to do our drywall. Can you tell? It's incredible. And just like that, the first piece of drywall is installed. That only took 2 hours, believe it or not, that tiny little piece. We should be done by wintertime.
I keep telling myself it will happen eventually, and I keep holding on to my last bit of sanity. I would rather run this with you than
I do have to say that I've seen people put these screws in with just like a regular drill and not use a drywall drill, and it probably takes them twice as long because every screw you're like going really slow and you're like trying super hard not to overdrive the screw, and with this you just pull the trigger and send it all the way in and the drill sets the depth. This thing is an amazing invention that was probably a long time in the making, and I'm really glad that they have it nowadays. So if my calculations are correct, This cut that we just made should perfectly fit under the stairs on the right side. Let's go test it out.
This is exactly how the professionals do it.
It is.
Where are you going?
Let it all the way down. It's gonna go in there now. Alright, so this is a roto zip, and basically it's a drill bit that doesn't drill. It's like dull on the end, but it cuts the drywall. So you set this to a specific depth so that it just barely goes through the drywall, and then you run this little end of the bit around your electrical boxes and your outlet boxes, and it cuts them out perfectly without having to do a bunch of gibbly garb.
Or so they say.
Or that's what the professionals do. We'll see what happens when I use it.
My goodness.
Looks really bad, huh?
Hey,
It's like, you know,
it's not that bad.
could be way worse. A faceplate will cover hopefully most of that. Also, that's why we were trying this first underneath the stairs so that we could do stuff like that and it's not in the kitchen or something stupid.
It's not bad.
I'm mildly embarrassed, but I'll call it a success.
The guys are doing a great job trying to figure out the process and the methods to drywall the little room under the stairs first. I'm sure it's only going to get smoother and faster from here. And they're taking their time. It's taking a while, but they're like halfway done and it looks great. It's crazy how transformative it is just to have white boards on the walls. It's very exciting. But while they're doing that, I'm going to come out here and do another very difficult job. It's a hard one, but somebody's got to test out the umbrella.
I was just telling Allie that joint where it meets the actual staircase where we walled off that back section, there's like a big gap and it kind of looks ugly, and she was like, what do you do right here? Is there like a trim piece or like what goes there? And I was like, no, you just have to fill it with mud and tape it and then kind of smooth it out. And she's like, well, do you make like a corner or is it like smooth? And I was like, well, we'll probably just, you know, fill it with mud and like scrape it and try to make it as smooth as possible. But it really doesn't matter because I'm probably the only one that's ever going to be in here. In fact, this is actually my man cave. This is where I'm going to spend most of my time. I'm going to have a little TV. I'm going to be able to watch the cameras. You know, some snacks. I don't know what else goes in there, but...
When I get mad at you, this is where you'll sleep.
This is where I'm going to sleep anyway. Even when you're happy with me.
So we successfully got our first room of the entire house completely hung with drywall, which isn't to say it's done. We still need to tape and mud and everything, but the hanging is done and it looks really good. These guys aren't completely satisfied with themselves, but that's just because they're perfectionists, which I definitely appreciate when they're building my house. So it's great. Thank you. Before we do anything else,
I think I already talked about it earlier, but this cabinet barely fit down the stairs, like barely. And I know once we get drywall on there, it will be a problem. And we might be able to get it up, but it will be a problem. So we're just gonna take it up right now, leave it in the box, probably put it in the kitchen.
woo!
At least that's the heaviest one.
Yeah.
I'm really excited and I'm really proud of how fast we got the drywall installed under the stairs. Not to mention, in this video, we got our permanent power, we got drywall here, we finished the exterior foam on the house. I feel like things
And-
are flying. And we're pregnant.
We got an umbrella.
And we have some shade on the deck. And I know Allie's been really excited and really hoping and waiting for this. Now this moment is here. She can do yoga. We can have breakfast or dinner, whatever, on the deck. I'm totally cool with it.
I just finished an incredibly blissed out prenatal yoga session on the deck that I never would have been able to do before, because in the middle of the day it's so hot and blazing on the deck, but with just a little bit of shade, it's like the perfect calming temperature. I feel great.
Yeah, and might I add that today is Tuesday, and next Tuesday it's supposed to be 97 degrees at our house, which is at 8,000 feet. So
I thought you were going to say next Tuesday is our next doctor's appointment.
And it's
Which
our
is
next
true.
doctor's appointment. So we're not working, which is really nice because it's going to be so hot, but also we're in the house and it won't be hot in the house. So win-win. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this adventure today. If you guys did, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks again to Saludos for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.